How's it going, space friends? In this video I want to talk about stealing. Now, I've been doing some sites in Highsec, the combat sites from your probe scanner, mainly refuges and hideaways with the goal of getting a escalation. And most of the time when people warp in on me doing a site, they leave the site, they are courteous and polite. But I have had cases where some people have stolen the site from me, they've started to do it while I am doing it. And my jackdaw that I tend to do these sites with, it doesn't apply the damage immediately when you cycle the missile launchers. It takes a while for the missiles to get to the target, basically, so they can end up stealing the site from me. Now, I wanted to do something to counteract that while doing these sites in Highsec, and this is only viable. This ship is only viable really for Amar space or Amatar space, where you have either the Sansha or Blood Raiders NPCs, and basically it's the Coercer Navy Issue that I've created a fit for here. And as you can see, the price is about, well, I bought it for around 42 mil in Amar. But it's about like 40-50 mil or so. So for some of you it can be a bit pricey, although you could maybe use like a regular Coercer as well with a similar fit. But let's take a look at the Coercer Navy Issue fit here. Now, here in the high slots I have some small focused beam lasers Tech 2, and these are trainable on an alpha account as well, so you can fly this fit in an alpha account. You may have to use a CPU implant possibly, but it should be doable with an alpha account. So I have 6 of these lasers here, and I use the faction Multifrequency ammo to get some extra DPS. And as you can see, my DPS is pretty good, 430, and I can hit out to around 17 kilometers. Now with lesser skills you're looking at maybe 12 to 15 kilometers or something like that. But that should still be sufficient when you land, because when you land on, for example, the refuge, usually it's within 10 kilometers of where the NPCs spawn, so you can hit them from there. And then I do also have the Tech 2 ammo with me in case I'm doing a hideaway. So let's simulate that, and let's take the Aurora S here. And as you can see, the range goes out to 49 kilometers. Now, usually in the hideaways, the NPCs are between 15 and 30 kilometers away, sometimes a bit more, but it should hit them pretty well at that range. Now, the key with this ship is actually these sensor boosters here in the mid slots. And I have scan resolution scripts loaded on them. I don't have the sensor booster Tech 2 because then this fit wouldn't work on alpha accounts, but with this meta sensor booster it does work there. So it boosts my scan resolution from 593 to 1360, which is like a frigate with a sensor boost, with one sensor booster, I think, depending on the frigate of course, but it should be around like a frigate locking speed. So I lock the targets immediately, far before any like cruisers or even regular destroyers can lock them, and then I just, you know, blast them away with the beam lasers there. And then we have in the low slots, we just have 3 of these heat sinks Tech 2 to increase our DPS, and then we also have a small armor repair Tech 2 in case you get some armor damage. But this fit, as you can see, it's not cap stable, not even with my skills. It lasts about 2 minutes 15 seconds, but you don't usually have to use the armor repair. It's just there as kind of a backup option in case you do get some armor damage. You can repair up in between the sites or whatnot. And then in the rig slots we have 2 of these small capacitor control circuit Tech 2 and 1 Tech 1 because I couldn't fit 3 Tech 2s. My rig space ran out basically, or whatever it's called, the calibration resources, whatever. But yeah, I've done a couple like refuges and hideaways with this ship, and it works very well. I even got 1 escalation from them. But I would not do escalations with this one. It just doesn't have a prop mod, first of all, so you can't speed tank, you can't really boost away from the NPCs at any respectable speed. So I would really do the escalations in some other ship. But this one is good for blitzing the green Highsec combat anomalies like refuges and hideaways. So let's take a look at a refuge and a hideaway that I did with this one, and yeah, so let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, and remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. That really helps the channel out. And yeah, fly safe, guys.
Warp drive active.